Eric Carr, the head coach of Piedmont Lady Cardinals, or Piedmont Lady Cats. They've made 11 state appearances, and he's got a team that's built with 7 sophomores. 2 sophomore starters, 2 seniors, and a junior for Piedmont. On the other side for East Central, 1 freshman, 4 juniors. Not one senior on this East Central roster. The Lady Cards are in a familiar spot. They love playing here at the Mabee Center, and they start out with a foul right out of the gate from Shea Stone.
Well, obviously not the way you want to start it. You've got to make those declarations right away and figure out exactly how the officials are going to call the game. But I don't think there's much question. She tried to use her size advantage, back her way down. Just whistled for the infraction.
Tonight's referees, so Steve mentioned them, Bill Corbett, Rick DeQuee, and Carnell Skanes. Part of the crew here at the Mabee Center tonight. Right out of the gate, first bucket, a big 3 by Delaney Crawford. First points of the night go to Piedmont, 21 and 4 on the season, ranked number 2 in the state. And here's a steal by Crawford again. Sophomore guard, in and out.
Now you mentioned Piedmont's record, 21 and 4. Their only losses to 6A teams. They lost to Shawnee twice, to Norman, and to Ponca City.
East Central comes in 17 and 8 on the season, but they got red hot. They won 11 of their last 12 basketball games. The only loss came to Coweta in regionals. And they won a couple of area games over McAllister and Tahlequah to get here tonight. Nice little side step, and the bucket's good by Reagan Crawford. Sister of Delaney Crawford, she's a senior. Delaney is the sophomore. It's off to a 5-0 start. Kind of a pattern we've seen in the 3 games that have been played here. One team takes an early lead.
Well, and it's always been the West Side team seemingly too, as it is here in this case. Tulsa Central trying to answer back down low, and they'll get to shoot some free throws.
Shea Stone missed the shot, got her own rebound, an offensive board, and then threw it up again and got hacked. She'll go to the line to shoot two foul shots. It's already been one of those long days, and we're just 2 minutes into this first game tonight, huh? Stone hits the first foul shot.
She stands a good 1.5 feet behind the free throw line to take her free throws, which I find a little interesting. But she gets them both. That's all that matters.
Correct. What's even more interesting, Steve, she could actually stand as far back as she wanted to, as long as she didn't get out of the semicircle, and still be legal. But why would you do that?
Right.
You want to be as close as you can. Second foul on East Central. Journey Armstead, the freshman point guard. Gary Pitts, 4 guards and a forward. Not one center on this basketball team. This broke it down. Stone could be the center. She's listed at 6'1". And another bucket by Delaney Crawford. She's got 5 out of the gate.
Mentioned Gary Pitts in his first year after taking over for Sammy Mack. Same thing holds true for Eric Carr. He's also the first-year coach, although he's been a coach at Calumet. He's been the coach at El Reno before. He said he's got an 8th grade girl coming up, so he's ready to do it all again. Interesting first day of basketball. All the tournaments going on, quarterfinal action, different sites throughout the state.
There's a long 3, nothing but net from the outside by Bree Blakely. Just like that, it's a 3-point game, and Central's relaxed a little bit. Some of the early nerves out of the way. Ball fake and baseline by Maddie Lee. Offensive rebound goes inside to Macy Italia. Take another look.
She was surrounded by defenders there, and Atala got inside. 5'10" senior forward will go to the free throw line where she makes the first.
She hits them both. Atala hit them both. With her 2. It's a 9-5 lead for Piedmont. Appreciate you joining us for the Ford game of the week right here on Your View. Another bombs away 3. That one from Journey Armstead. Rebound came off to Stone and she got fouled, so it'll be an inbound underneath.
Piedmont had position on that rebound. They just didn't count on the carom off the backboard at the last second. Therefore lost possession and then committed the foul on the end of it.
Offensive foul. This is the 3rd game we've done today. We have not seen one block called all day.
You're right.
I'm just throwing it out there
Yeah,
because
you're right.
you know what? The next one's going to be a block. You watch.
Yeah, we have seen a lot of charges called today.
Every block charge has been called a charge. Atala with the bucket inside.
Yeah, the OSSAA side director is Mike Whaley, of course, not only a great football coach, but also a longtime high school basketball referee.
Journey Armstead scores her first 2. Tell you what, these teams are filling it up. Delaney Crawford, she's got 7. As we go along, we will update you on the scores that have already taken place in some of the games today. And what did I tell you?
You were right on. It's at years of experience, Zig.
That's the gray hair on my head. That's what you're looking at. Here at ORU earlier today, Eisenhower beat Will Rogers 40-38. So they'll move on to play tomorrow morning at 10:30 against El Reno, who is a 67-55 winner over Coweta. 5A boys, Memorial's looking for another state title. They beat MacArthur 74-60, and Del City really shut down Collinsville 50-25. So Memorial plays tomorrow night at 6, and Del City plays tomorrow night at 7:30 against, we don't know who yet because their opponents are playing tonight.
One of 2 at the free throw line makes it 13-8 in favor of Piedmont.
Crawford gives it off to Delaney. The sophomore, smooth drive in the lane. And she gets fouled, and if that's on Stone, that'll be her 2nd.
The fouls are mounting early here. That's the 5th team foul on East Central here. We still have 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Piedmont's been whistled 3 times.
Both teams have been pretty active in driving to the basket. Hits, it's another sub, Rashawn Griffin out. Crawford gets 1 out of 2.
Delaney Crawford.
6-point lead for the Cats. Back offensive rebounds for East Central. And 3, they got 3 of them on that possession. Journey Armstead's going to end up picking up a foul. Getting fouled. She was not shooting.
Foul number 30, Ray Payton, her first, team number 4. Checking into Lady Tigers, number
4th
23.
team foul now on
Journey
Piedmont.
Elliott.
Yeah, they're going to be shooting free throws a lot here in the first half if this keeps up. That's my fault too. I usually tell the rest before the game, don't blow the whistle so much.
And East Central is going to take a timeout. Couldn't find anybody to get the ball into. With 2:51 left to go here in the first quarter, Piedmont on top, leading at 14-8. Coach
Piedmont.
Carr.
Piedmont 5 out of 8 shooting already, Steve. So they're almost about 65%. Checking out the 5A girls bracket from the games earlier today, and you see Eisenhower won. They trailed by 10 in the first half of that game. The second half pretty much shut Rogers down. Will Rogers has 12 second half points. So Eisenhower moves on. They'll take on El Reno that beat Coweta. First time in school history at El Reno they won a game at state. So congratulations to them, and those two teams will play tomorrow right here at the Mabee Center, 10:30 in the morning. With a step back three, TT Mitchell, 5'3" junior. Scoreboard only gave her 2. I thought it was a 3,
No,
wasn't it?
she was inside though.
It was a 2.
Yeah.
All right. Slap me next time, will you? Let me know. Elbow me. Yeah. Comes Mitchell again. Now she's going to drive in and gets hacked as she blows by the defender. Gary Pitts maybe has found a mismatch for Mitchell out there.
Well, she is tough to guard, and she's very sure ball handler. You can just look at her too and tell she plays with a bunch of confidence.
Hits the first. And the second. She's got 5. Rick 4.
Here, let me elbow you. 4.
Thank you. Well, I'd already written down that she had a 3 on that last one. That's why I was messed up by that.
Okay.
14 to 12. And now Piedmont turns it over. Take a look at Gary Pitts, 21st state appearance. East Central's had a lot of success too when they get to states. Through 30 and 16 overall.
Wow. Pretty amazing. Winning state championships back-to-back 06 and 07, and then again just a couple years ago in 2017. You know, you looked at the whole 5A girls field, and there aren't a lot of state championships accrued by all of these different schools. East Central has 4, Piedmont 1, Ardmore 2, Pryor 1, Coweta and El Reno none, Eisenhower 2, and Tulsa Rogers none. So probably East Central would be the team that really stands out as the one that's had the most success in postseason play.
Junior Tiffany Robinson hits them both, and we are knotted up at 14, our first tie of the night. It's Crawford. The other Crawford gets hammered as she blows in. Delaney throws it down and hits the layup.
Gives her 10 already here.
Yeah, I've got her with 10, but I want to check with you first before I said that.
Always check with me before you do anything. She has 10, free throw to come yet. Comes into the tournament averaging 14.8 points per game. And jinxed her.
1 out of 3 from the free throw line, or she'd be at 13. Nice, worked it inside, and Robinson again. And then they turn it over on the inbound. Both teams with 6 fouls here in the first quarter. Armstead slipped by the defender and then threw it away. Maybe a little miscommunication there. You take a look at Eric Carr. They've had 11 state appearances, 6 and 9 in their appearances. And Steve said they do have one state title back in 1967.
I guess that was at the much lower classes, back before Piedmont really started to grow as a community outside of northwest Oklahoma City.
Mitchell got inside the trees and just had to throw it up there. Unfortunately for East Central, it went off a Piedmont player. There's Mitchell driving again. Can't get it to go. Comes Piedmont 4-on-3. The corner. 3 from Rain Payton. Trying to make it rain was no good. Armstead can't get it to go. She got slapped in the face. That's the end of the quarter. We are tied up at 16. You're watching the fourth game of the week. East Central Piedmont, OSSAA 5A State Girls Basketball.
Okay, it's Ford Truck Month, and here's how it works. You take Ford F-150, work in best-in-class towing and payload, sweeten up the offer, and boom. You save a stack of cash on the brand with the most J.D. Power, IQS, and Appeal awards. And it's America's best-selling truck 42 years straight. It's buy now time, people. Get 0 for 72 months with 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days, plus $2,500 cash back on F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
It's about cars, about why we love them, the roads we drive, and the places we go. Driven, from the classics to new tech and toys to more than a couple laps around the track. Driven tells the stories from the road with a few car buying tips and some advice to keep your car on the road and off the rack. Sundays at 5:30 on Your View. Driven, the drive, the adventure.
We're back at the magnificent Mabee Center on the campus of Oral Roberts University. It's our fourth game of the week. 5A girls OSSAA state playoffs, quarterfinal action. One quarter in the books between Piedmont and East Central. And we are knotted up at 16. If you want to see a replay of this game or any of the games that we broadcast today, you can check them out. The afternoon games will be replayed Monday night at 7:30 on Your View Channel 3. And then the night games that we are doing now, we'll replay Tuesday evening at 7:30. So Monday and Tuesday, 7:30 on Your View Channel 3 if you want an opportunity to check out some of the high school basketball action right here. First quarter field goals, Piedmont 50%, 6 out of 12. East Central 5 out of 15, 33%. Jeremy Armstead got the long rebound and then dribbled right into a double team. Jump ball, but they're going to keep it.
It seems as though East Central has decided, and well, they should, that their presence is going to be mostly inside with the bigs, that they can really dominate the inside of the paint and get those close-in baskets and do a good job rebounding. As far as Piedmont is concerned, they did a lot of their damage early in the contest in the transition game. Of course, that all starts by playing good defense.
Driving shot, no good. Here comes the Lady Cats, Crawford. And that's Reagan Crawford.
East Central looks for their first lead of the night.
Game's been tied twice. No lead changes. 14 all, then 16 all in the 2 ties. And as Steve said, Piedmont has led from the get-go until East Central tied it up right near the end of the first.
So will it be a third West Side team or a third team that name begins with an E that moves on here tonight? We've already seen El Reno and Eisenhower advance, both those from the west side of the state.
T.T. Mitchell getting the word from her coach, Gary Pitts. Slows things down, and they're going to run some offense. Now Mitchell for 3, and she was well back in the dark line that time. Piedmont on the break. Reagan Crawford throws it too high for Maddie Lee. And it'll be a turnover for Piedmont.
Checking in for East Central. Number 23 is Journey Elliott, now checking into the contest, as you're going to look there at the head coach, Gary Pitts, for East Central. Once again, East Central with a chance to take their first lead of the ball game.
Defensive switch, and now Taisha Anderson is guarding Mitchell, who drove by her that time. Rebound, Shea Stone.
First lead for East Central. See how Piedmont is able to answer back. Nice job by Crawford. Feeds it underneath to Atala. She gets the basket to tie it up at 18.
Five seniors on this Piedmont squad. Veteran team in this East Central team who does not have one senior. And then a turnover. Ball was tipped. Rain Payton hung on to it, and she scored. Mitchell again. Shea Stone got the offensive rebound, and another offensive rebound for East Central. They had 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can see that Shea Stone is having her way inside. She's already committed to Oral Roberts. So this is where she's going to be playing her home games. Not next year, she's just a junior. But after that, you can see that she's got a good physical presence inside. Nice touch on the ball as well.
She hits the first, missed the second. And another charge.
I didn't agree with that one.
This one against Delaney Crawford.
Looked like the defender slid over a little late on that. Get a chance to look again on the replay.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell from that angle, but it's a big foul call. Coach Carr tells her now. Got 2 fouls. Play smart.
That was thrown away, and now the 7th team foul against East Central. So we'll have a 1-and-1.
Jamie Foister is checked in. She'll be at the free throw line for Piedmont to shoot the 1-and-1.
Coach Pitts has taken his coat off. Jamie Foister misses the free throw. East Central down 1. And another foul. A lot of contact going on out there in the first half.
Yeah.
Players got to adjust. East Central's Journey Elliott misses the foul shot. East Central struggled a little bit from the line.
Maggie Young checks in for Piedmont now, number 23, a 5'9" senior forward. Tough shot.
A little up and under move by Reagan Crawford. Nice throw in off the glass as A.A. Mack scores. Crawford in the corner. Anderson. Here comes Journey Armstead. She got by everybody and came up a little short.
Found herself almost pinned behind the backboard on that one. Hit the side of the backboard. And the Cardinals get it right back.
Journey Elliott. Tough shot again off the glass for A.A. Mack. And East Central has the lead back. That shot rejected. Taken away by Rashawn Griffin. And then Mack does it again. She scored 6 points here in this quarter. Biggest lead at 3 for East Central.
Yeah, the Cardinals doing a great job on the boards, especially the offensive glass. 3 and 4 shot opportunities and a couple of possessions already tonight.
Foul as Reagan Crawford drives inside. Take another look. One advantage that East Central has is Gary Pitts is just rolling the players into the game. Eight in the first quarter. Continues to substitute. Mix and matches players in there. Crawford missed the first free throw. Reagan hits the second. She's got 5. .130 to go before the half. Central took the lead about a minute and a half ago. They're trying to work it inside, and Shea Stone turns it over. She got double teamed.
Yeah, and that's what they're going to have to do too, Zig, is they're just going to have to present more than just one defender when they get it inside to the bigs for East Central, because they are having their way inside against the smaller Piedmont ball club.
Piedmont pass down low, picked off. Here comes Mitchell. Stone was there, got another offensive rebound, and Armstead got one. 2 more offensive boards for this East Central team. Steve, they've been crashing.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what the halftime numbers show us, because that's at least their 3rd time that they've had 3 or 4 shot opportunities.
Check out the latest episode of Driven Sundays at 5. This Sunday at 5:30. It's Bead Mania, Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and Tom Gregory hitches a ride. in one of the city's famous carnival parades. Plus, from Newport, Rhode Island to Lincoln, Nebraska, they go inside and get looks at 2 of the nation's best car museums. Your View Extra, Channel 93, Sunday at 5:30.
And in the second quarter, in 6A boys, it's Sapulpa 24 and Memorial 23.
40 seconds to go, first half. Mitchell off the inbound. Another offensive board, and what a pass inside from Stone as she hits Mack.
Well, she's the difference in the ball game right now. Just a 4-point lead. They were down early. They battled back, and they have stayed after it. You know, they're a bigger team. They're more physical, and we've seen them. They've got more speed as well. So Piedmont's going to have to figure out what their mode is going to be here in the second half, as we have just 19 seconds left to go before halftime.
Number 15, Reagan Crawford.
First foul shot good from Reagan Crawford. Because of some upsets in the area, this side of the bracket is a lot tougher than the top side of the bracket.
Yeah, on the bottom half you have 1, 2, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
On the upper side, it was 3, 6, 8, and 10.
And Ardmore lost in the area. I've lost my mind because I don't remember who they lost to, but they lost, I think they lost to El Reno in the area.
Yeah, that's right.
So that put El Reno on the top side of the bracket where Ardmore probably should have been. Final seconds of the second. Another offensive rebound, and again. That's the way the first half is going to come to an end. East Central by 2 in a very defensive second quarter for both teams. It's 27-25. East Central with the lead. Coach Pitts was all focused to head to the locker room, but Steve Marshall tracked him down.
Yeah, I had to tackle him, stop him from going into the locker room. Gary Pitts joins us. You guys started off behind, but I think you found your game, especially inside, doing a real good job on the offensive boards.
I think we got an advantage inside if we just can go inside, and if we push the ball a little bit, I think we're a little quicker than them. Our dribble drive offense is working. If we continue to be patient, but continue to run it, we'll get our scores we want.
What else are you going to tell the girls at halftime?
I'm going to tell them this game is ours. Just be patient and don't rush. If something happened that's negative, you just keep on and fight through it.
All right, go get it done.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, Zig.
All right, thanks a lot, Steve Marshall. Gary Pitt's team up 2 at the break, 27-25. Crashing the offensive boards. Brianna Mack, 8 points in that second quarter to give them the lead. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Your View.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series, and the brand with the most J.D. Power, IQS, and Appeal awards. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 42 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Now during Ford Truck Month, get $22.50 cash back on the 2019 Super Duty. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
My name is Dylan Straup, and I am the general manager of iFly Indoor Skydiving in Oklahoma City. So iFly is a multifaceted company that uses wind tunnels to deliver the dream of flight to all of our customers, while also delivering the sport of body flight. And we also use our wind tunnels to help professional skydivers from all around the world train. We recently partnered with iFly with DreamWorks Universal Studios to bring our customers a video from the How to Train Your Dragon movie. The video gets customers fully immersed in the world of Burke from the movies, and also gets you guys up close and personal to a couple of the key characters from the movies. The How to Train Your Dragon virtual reality video is a highly exhilarating one that our instructors take customers through from start to finish. There are a lot of breathtaking descents, sharp turns and maneuvers through and around cliffs, and they make sure that you get up close and personal and even have to maneuver around some of the characters from the movie. The video is fun for all ages, no matter whether you're young, old, or a kid that's seen all the movies and is the biggest fan in the world. iFly is the only place that has the How to Train Your Dragon virtual reality experience.
Coming up this week on Oklahoma's Sports Scene, we'll have the head football coach at the University of Tulsa, Philip Montgomery, and the voice of the Golden Hurricane, Bruce Howard. Jay Smith, the former University of Oklahoma football player who has a very interesting story and will tell us about that in his book. And then, of course, we have Henry Primo because it's Mardi Gras week.
Right.
And then for the coach and the student athlete of the month and a quick excerpt of how the state championships are going to go in basketball, Barry Lewis from the Tulsa World.
Join us on Oklahoma Sports Scene. Look forward to having you with us.
Welcome back, 27-25, our score at the half. East Central ahead of Piedmont. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the first half highlights. We can show you how we got to this point in the basketball game. East Central really crashing the glass, but for Piedmont, they got out of the gate quick. In the corner, 3, Delaney Crawford. Crawford's got 10 here in the first half, and there's 2 more, so she had 5 right there. And then 1 more, she drives in, there it is. She's leading the way for Piedmont. Piedmont shooting 47% in the first half. She was helped by Macy Atala, who's got 6. Back the other way for East Central.
Piedmont did a lot of their damage early, and then, of course, after that, it became the Shea Stone show. She was able to get inside and score on her own, but also really take advantage of getting some the putback baskets on the offensive board. You'll see it right here. 15 offensive rebounds in that first half, 6 for Stone. They out-rebounded Piedmont by 14 in the first half. That's something that obviously they're going to have to work on during the halftime for the Lady Cats.
Yeah, both teams with 8 turnovers. The only question is 9 out of 33 for East Central. Not hitting their shots, but getting a lot of rebounds.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they're staying in the game. Stats and other info coming up. It's the Ford Game of the Week.
It's the one and only Ford Truck Month, the place to find one-of-a-kind deals on Ford F-Series and the brand with the most J.D. Power, IQS, and Appeal awards. With best-in-class towing and torque, these bad boys make the rules and break them. That's why it's America's best-selling truck 42 years straight. But like ribs at a barbecue, these deals won't last long. Ford Truck Month. It's buy now time, partner. Get 0 for 72 months with 0 down and 0 payments for 90 days plus $2,500 cash back on F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
For many kids, just showing up to school is a challenge. Staying through graduation is even harder. So at communities and schools, we do just what our name says. Our staff brings a community of resources to meet each student's needs right in their school, doing whatever it takes to keep kids focused, so they see what we see, a bright future. Join in at communitiesinschools.org.
It's about cars, about why we love them, the roads we drive, and the places we go. Driven, from the classics to new tech and toys to more than a couple laps around the track. Driven tells the stories from the road with a few car buying tips and some advice to keep your car on the road and off the rack. Sundays at 5:30 on Your View. Driven, the drive, the adventure.
East Central up 2 at the half over Piedmont. Pretty competitive back and forth first half. Score was tied 3 times. Lead was changed 3 times. East Central's biggest lead was 4. Piedmont's biggest lead 6. Steve, the stats.
Man, you look at the 2 of those numbers, both teams made 9 field goals, but the discrepancy with which they shot the number of those field goals, as you can see, Lady Cardinals had the advantage there, but the biggest one will be the offensive rebounds and the total rebounds. East Central is really pounding the glass here tonight, and thus they have fought their way back from the early deficit and find themselves on top, leading it by 2.
Second half coming up. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Your View.
If you want a car from a company that's been building them for 115 years, get a Ford. If you want Waze and Amazon Alexa compatibility, get a Ford. If you want a car that doesn't have any of that, get anything but a Ford. Otherwise, you're gonna want a Ford.
Drive a new 2019 Ford Escape, now with $4,500 total savings.
Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
My name is Dylan Straup, and I am the general manager of iFly Indoor Skydiving in Oklahoma City. So iFly is a multifaceted company that uses wind tunnels to deliver the dream of flight to all of our customers, while also delivering the sport of body flight. And we also use our wind tunnels to help professional skydivers from all around the world train. We recently partnered with iFly with DreamWorks Universal Studios to bring our customers a video from the How to Train Your Dragon movie. The video gets customers fully immersed in the world of Burke from the movies and also gets you guys up close and personal to a couple of the key characters from the movies. The How to Train Your Dragon virtual reality video is a highly exhilarating one that our instructors take customers through from start to finish. There are a lot of breathtaking descents, sharp turns and maneuvers through and around cliffs, and they make sure that you get up close and personal and even have to maneuver around some of the characters from the movie. The video is fun for all ages, no matter whether you're young, old, or a kid that's seen all the movies and is the biggest fan in the world. iFly is the only place that has the How to Train Your Dragon virtual reality experience.
27-25, our halftime score. East Central ahead of Piedmont. 2 minutes on the clock, and the teams have yet to come out of the locker room. Here comes East Central. The winner of this game will play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 at the Mabee Center right here on this court. And they will take on the winner of our 8:30 game, which is Ardmore and Pryor. Earlier today right here, Eisenhower beat Rogers 40-38. And then El Reno was a win over Coweta 67-55. Eisenhower and El Reno play tomorrow morning at 10:30. The first hoops game, breakfast at the Mabee Center tomorrow, 9 a.m. 6A girls action. Norman will take on Edmond Santa Fe. Norman was a 59-52 win over Sand Springs, while Santa Fe defeated Shawnee. Class 6A boys at noon tomorrow, you'll have Booker T and Southmore. Booker T defeated Putnam City West 64-58. And Southmore was a win over Putnam City 65-49. And then in Class 5A boys, they play tomorrow night at 6. Memorial was a winner over MacArthur, and Del City beat Collinsville. Now here's Steve Marshall.
All right, with head coach Eric Carr right now, girls got off to a good start. What are you going to do about the board situation and keeping them off the glass?
Ooh, I don't know. Help and not letting them get it to the paint. Their guards are getting to the paint some, and when we do that, we're having to rotate and help, which means we're not being able to block out as quick as we need to. So we just got to battle. I mean, they're physical. We knew they were going to be physical and hit the boards. They don't necessarily shoot the ball great, but they rebound great, and that's what they've done so far.
What's going to be key for you guys in the second half other than that?
We got to just knock down open looks and continue to attack and make free throws. So.
All right, good luck.
All right, thanks.
Coach Eric Carr. He saw Steve ask him, hey, what are you going to do about him crashing the boards? And he's like, wow, that's a good question. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't have any idea either, do you? You can watch the replay of the Ford Game of the Week Tuesday night and Monday night. Afternoon session earlier today. Those games were replayed Monday night at 7:30, and then Tuesday, this game, as well as the next game, will be replayed also at 7:30, only on your view, Channel 3. Piedmont gets the ball to start half number 2 in their home white jerseys. A higher seed at 21-4 on the season. No losses this year have been. Shot by Crawford is off to Norman, losing state, twice to Shawnee, losing state, and Ponca City, who is not in state, but
could have been.
Yeah. Both teams missing on their opening possession of half number 2. Wow. Somehow Macy Atala gets the shot to go.
That's how you overcome getting beat on the boards, is you make spectacular shots. They're going to have to shoot a very good percentage here in this second half, just given how many opportunities the Lady Cardinals are going to get. I mean, she got the English on that ball, did everything. That was a great effort. Congratulations. That was a great move.
Missed the foul shot, tapped out of bounds.
Yeah, the other thing, Zig, but the only other thing they can do is maybe try to drive right at Shea Stone and force her to pick up some fouls and get into some foul trouble.
Piedmont now 6 out of 11 from the charity stripe. First half, East Central 8 out of 11. They're at 72%. Now Piedmont dropped down to about 55% from the foul line. Got to hit those easy ones, don't you?
Yep. Stone has 2 fouls, so if she were to pick up a third here early in the second half, that might allow Piedmont to hang close for a longer period of time.
Quickly, Piedmont working the ball. Maddie Lee, pass tipped away, got it back. Lee nearly threw it out of bounds. I don't know how that one didn't go. Long 3 by Reagan Crawford. And the lead goes back to Piedmont. Gary Pitts wants a timeout.
Big 3 right there. You know, and anytime you have an opportunity like that, you got to be able to move the ball around the perimeter. And watch the job here. Watch this pass on the baseline. Nearly goes out of bounds. Just does. Yeah, just did save it. Then throws it out of the wing and splash. 3-pointer.
That's the second 3-pointer they've hit tonight. Delaney Crawford hit the first one to start the game, and then Reagan Crawford just nailed that one. And that's given Piedmont the 3-point lead here in the third quarter.
Good crowd in attendance tonight, Thursday night. And they'll start filing in here again tomorrow, bright and early.
Yeah, that's a 9 a.m. game, that breakfast at the Mabee Center I was talking about with the Norman girls. Play at 6 a.m. or 6 a.m. 9 a.m. tomorrow. It'll feel like 6 a.m. 9 a.m. tomorrow morning against Edmond Santa Fe. The West Side kind of dominating hoops.
Well, football belongs to the east side. Basketball belongs to the west side for the most part. That's, you know, there are always those outliers that get in there. Not so much in football at all, unless it's 5A. We know what happens in 6A.
Another two offensive rebounds on this possession. Armstead missed, and another one, 3, as they continue to pound the glass. 3 offensive boards on that possession for East Central. Boy, that could have been a foul right there on Stone.
Yep.
Real close.
That's what I'm talking about too, is, you know, they have to realize they had that opportunity, because if she picks up the third, now Robinson didn't do bad when she came in as the backup big, if you will. But the way Stone has played tonight, the number of rebounds she's already picked up.
Mitchell hits the 3. She was 1 out of 12 from the field in the first half and hits her first shot, a deep 3 here in the second.
I'm surprised to see Stone only had 7 rebounds in that first half of play.
Mitchell again. Crossover.
Wow.
Right, drains it.
James Harden would have been proud of that one.
She didn't take 5 steps though before she hit it.
You're right there.
Oh, it just drives me nuts. Doesn't it you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Call it.
Yeah, it'd be one thing if it was 3, but sometimes it's 5. There's a push from behind. There's the third foul we were talking about.
There it is. On Shea Stone.
Her third, team number 2.
She's going to have to come out.
Check it back in the lead, number 32.
Tiffany Robinson, another junior, checks in for her. She's 6 foot, Stone 6'1", so she's replacing one post with the other. Crawford got it picked by Bree Blakely. Mitchell. She thought about it for a second, didn't she?
She sure did.
She's hit her last 2 shots. Heat check on 3. No. Another offensive rebound for East Central, though. And another one. 2 more boards. Mitchell, no. And they got it back again.
Had to be over the back somewhere.
Jump.
Wow. It'll be Piedmont basketball.
They are just getting every rebound on the offensive side. Wow.
And given the numbers and the disparity in rebounds, you can't believe that this is a 2-point ball game. And now it's all tied up.
Delaney Crawford scores again. She's got a dozen. 34 total rebounds in the game for East Central. It's 8 here in the second half, Steve, and I think 7 of them have been offensive. And then they turn it over. Another 3 in and out. That one by Reagan Crawford. And then a jump ball at midcourt.
Taisha Anderson has decided that, hey, we're going to get physical. I'm going to play that type game too. She's been a little bit of a spark plug here in the second half for the Lady Cats as Eric Carr shouts out some instructions to his Lady Cats team.
He's got a little testy there, but both players walked away from it. Nice down low pass. Robinson hits AA. Is it Mack?
I believe so.
No, that was Griffin, her first points. Crawford, Reagan Crawford drives in and then gets hacked. Reagan Crawford hits the first foul shot.
Can tie it up here with 2:37 left to go in the third quarter.
Hits them both. She's got 12. And we are tied again. Piedmont a little full court pressure. Mitchell has it stolen. Offensive rebound for Anderson, got it.
Nice up and under. Got the defender off of her feet and then put it up off the glass and good for 2.
And a backcourt foul on Anderson as Mitchell splits the double team.
Nice job there on the steal. And feeds Delaney Crawford. Missed it, but Anderson up and under. Well done.
Journey Armstead. Everybody backed away from her and she got an easy layup.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Tiffany Robinson. She had the defender on her back and just kept pushing her towards the middle. Provided the clear lane for her to drive in and put it in for 2.
Anderson. She has been a spark plug here in the second half, Steve. Both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
So the ball's turned back over. Yeah, whatever Coach Eric Carr said to his girls at halftime, they certainly have come out with a lot more fire here in this second half.
Anderson again, no. Rebound to Robinson. And he wanted more physical play, and he's certainly got it. They've stepped it up. shot is blocked out of bounds. Plus the press that they turned on here about a minute and a half ago, kind of forcing the tempo. And it took East Central a couple of possessions to figure out what they needed to do.
In the meantime, in that time, Piedmont was able to tie it up and then get the lead back. Mitchell at the free throw line looks to make a second free throw to tie this thing back up at 38. Gets them both. T.T. Mitchell all tied at 38 apiece.
And she's got 9. Stripped. Delaney Crawford was by Journey Armstead. There's a shot and a miss by East Central, and that time Piedmont prevented them from getting an offensive rebound.
They were content to tip it away as much as grab it themselves. Anderson wanted to get out and run. Crawford thought better of it. Maybe the final possession of this third quarter, all tied at 38. Another great basketball game here from the Mabee Center.
Tied at 16 after 1. East Central led it by 2 at the half. Now tied at 38 with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Reagan Crawford. Pass nearly tipped away. Shot is short. Armstead couldn't get a shot off. And that's the way third quarter comes to a close. We are knotted up at 38. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Your View.
Ford Expedition has more second and third row legroom than Tahoe. More cargo room, better fuel economy, and as J.D. Power calls it, the best large SUV in initial quality and vehicle appeal. Guess you better make room in the garage.
Drive Expedition today with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 total savings, only at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
For many kids, just showing up to school is a challenge. Staying through graduation is even harder. So at communities and schools, we do just what our name says. Our staff brings a community of resources to meet each student's needs right in their school, doing whatever it takes to keep kids focused, so they see what we see, a bright future. Join in at communitiesinschools.org.
38 all as we head to the final 8 minutes of this girls' quarterfinal action. 5A state basketball, OSSAA. It's your Ford Game of the Week on Your View. Game 3 of our quadruple header today from ORU. Earlier today, Lawton Eisenhower beat Rogers by 2, and then El Reno was a 12-point winner over Coweta. Those two teams play tomorrow morning at 10:30. The winner of this game plays either Pryor or Ardmore tomorrow afternoon at 1:30. You want hoops? There's plenty of hoops at ORU high school basketball. Come on out and check it out this weekend. Semis tomorrow, state championship, 4 games on Saturday.
Plenty of basketball. And we wrap up the final week of the high school season, and then you're talking about the Big 12 tournament. After that, it's the NCAA tournament. Before you know it, time to play baseball.
Before you know that, it'll be football season again.
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
And in between, golf, tennis, soccer, right?
Lacrosse.
You name it.
Actually, I think lacrosse is just winding down, whichever. And for those retired folks, fishing too, right?
Don't use that R word.
keep trying to tell my wife I'm going to be semi-retired. She said, no, that's not going to happen.
She probably wants to be semi-retired,
right.
doesn't she?
Of course.
And a travel. And another turnover for Piedmont. If she's watching tonight, let her know I'm talking to you. Don't retire yet.
All right. Sounds good. I got a few more years.
I think you need to go start your own Provel cheese factory, right?
That's another discussion for another time and probably another audience.
Ball tipped away, almost stolen by Piedmont. Mitchell's got it out front.
She's really good with the basketball.
She's very quick. Behind her back.
Step back.
But you notice when she starts to go to the lane, everybody sinks in.
Yeah.
Mack. East Central slowed things down here in the fourth. Armstead.
Charge.
And a charge. Another charge. Are the 15 block charges today? One block and 14 charges. Is that right?
It's probably pretty close.
They must have got the memo.
Anderson, how about that? She's been asking for it. She got it. She drained it.
All her points here in the second half, and it's a 5-point lead for Piedmont.
.51 left to go at the free throw line for East Central. Number 4 is Journey Armstead, makes the first.
Armstead, the team's leading scorer. She's been held, Steve, to 6 points here in this game.
3-point ball game, still a long way to go.
Reagan Crawford hacked again. She drives in, was not shooting. She's leading Piedmont with 14. Her sister Delaney has 12. Taisha Anderson has really sparked him here in the second half. She's got 7.
Yeah, Delaney started out house on fire, missed the shot there. She had 8 in the first quarter, and she scored just the 4 since.
Mitchell, another deep 3. And another offensive rebound. Armstead, great pass.
No call.
Now the call, it's Stone. That might be on Stone. That could be her 4th. Sixth team foul now against East Central.
They've only got 3 on Stone on the board is what I'm seeing.
Maybe that was not against her then.
Either way, a break in the action.
Piedmont has just 3 team fouls here in the second half. Coming up in just a bit, Ardmore will take on Pryor in our last quarterfinal matchup today. Catch the Tigers and the Tigers. Have a prediction.
Here we go.
Tigers are going to win. It's the Ford game of the week right here on Your View, Channel 3. You knew that was coming.
You're such a clairvoyant.
Too easy. I'm such a clairvoyant. Hey, I was right on the block charge deal earlier. The only one I got right today. Pryor coached by Gary Kinnemer. Great man, had a chance to spend a few minutes with him before tonight's action. And his first year at Pryor, he's got him back in state. They got to the state finals a year ago and lost to Booker T in overtime. And then their head coach, Donnie Martin, moved to Bartlesville, took the head coaching job there and took his daughter with him. That opened up the door for Coach Kinnemer to get over there. He was at Rejoice Christian. He's also coached at Verdigris and Akima. Long rebound, comes out to Crawford. Thought about attacking Stone, but didn't. And then a jump ball. Crawford got pulled. I thought maybe she twisted her knee.
Well,
Either way, she got pulled down.
Backwards completely.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't anything malicious. It was just both players hanging onto the basketball, and she went the wrong way.
Yeah. I'd be on a stretcher by now.
That would have been the first minute of the game, so you are correct. You would have been on a stretcher. That never would have happened to you.
You're right.
Another one of those baseline passes and bounced out of bounds. Very sweet attempt along that baseline. Coach Carr looking on his team up 3 here in the last 5 minutes. Gonna have another game come down to the wire.
We'll either have our third school that begins with an E or our third West Side school that will move on in this contest here.
Armstead into Stone, who got another offensive rebound but missed and then got hacked. She is going to go back to the line to shoot a pair. Really, she has not scored at all here in the second half. Got that third foul about midway through the third quarter and had to sit out. They need her back in there for her rebound.
And the way things ended in that first half, really, in my mind, it didn't look very good for Piedmont because they were dominating the board so much. They still are for the most part, but they have figured some things out, been able to make some shots of their own, and thus have jumped out to a 3-point lead after the first free throws off the mark. Missed them both. Wow.
Those are 2 big misses. Usually a pretty solid foul shooter is Stone.
And Delaney Crawford, who again started off so hot. East Central made the move and put Journey Armstead on her, and she hasn't done much since.
Turned it over, yep. Ball on the floor, and it's going to be a jump, and what, East Central.
Coach Carr saying, I called the timeout, I called the timeout. Didn't get it quick enough, according to the official.
And you got to have possession. If you can't see who's got possession, you can't blow the whistle. See what Armstead could do here. Held to just 6 points in this one. This shot, but look at that, A.A. Mack there to get another offensive rebound.
They're bigger and they're quicker to the basketball.
Mitchell lays it up and in, and bodies falling down everywhere. And it's Stone who's on the court. They got the wind knocked out of her.
Can't tell if she's holding a right knee or, as you said, maybe just got hit in the midsection. Let's see what we got here. Watch 34, bottom left of your screen. She kind of had her legs taken out from under, it looked like. See if we can get another look at a different angle here.
Oh yeah, she got. We'll take a break, come back. It's a 1-point lead for Piedmont.
Soar like a dragon with sharp turns and breathtaking descents. This fully immersive, highly exhilarating virtual reality experience is only at iFly locations. The How to Train Your Dragon virtual reality experience exclusively at iFly. How to Train Your Dragon, the hit world in theaters February 22nd.
And we are back. Mitchell got up and kind of gingerly walked off under her own power. Piedmont has missed a shot, so they're still up 1. Now East Central trying to take the lead back. Mitchell, nice pass inside. to Tiffany Robinson. And they have it back.
Under 3 minutes to play, 1-point ball game.
They've scored the last 6 after they were trailing by 5. Almost good by Reagan Crawford. She drove in, threw it up high off the glass.
Almost off the top of the backboard. East Central has put Piedmont in the bonus situation for the rest of the contest. Piedmont, on the other hand, still has 2 fouls to give. Possession arrow belongs to Piedmont. We reset here with 2:42 to play.
Stone is checked back in. Just got rolled on, I think, a little bit. Caused her leg to buckle. It's one of those where it probably felt so bad it scares you, and then after you get up and walk it off, everything's okay. Piedmont back out in front. Another charge.
Well, what do you say?
Another charge.
Third on Armstead. That's the 8th team foul now.
There's Delaney Crawford. Her 4th point here in the second half, and they're back up 4. That was a 3, so she's got 5 points here in the second half.
Off the foot. It'll be East Central basketball. We're under 2 minutes left to go. Coach Carr can't believe his misfortune at the time. Timeout taken by Eric Carr, the first-year coach for Piedmont. 48-44, Zig, just a minute 54 to play.
First game came down to the wire. Rogers and Eisenhower. Rogers had the ball with about 15 seconds to go and just couldn't get a shot off really to give him a chance. And then El Reno pulled away from Coweta second half to win it by 12. Check out what Piedmont has done working the ball inside.
Macy Atala doing a good job there, trying to be the force inside. They're recipient of a nice pass, puts it up and good for 2. That's a special shot there.
I don't know how that one went in.
She got a lot of English on that one. Got it up off the glass and spun it home. Good job by the senior forward, Macy Atala, for the Lady Cats.
She's got 8 points, but also has 4 fouls. Armstead, everybody's sinking in on her. Another offensive rebound by Stone. And that time Atala pulls it away. She might have elbowed Armstead in the face on that rebound.
That's what I saw. And I don't know if it was Atala or not.
That's what Coach Gary Pitts is saying to the official. Did you not see that?
Here's a look again.
Right there, she came through. Yeah, she swung her arms through.
You know, that's kind of how you're taught to rebound, is be aggressive with it. Looked like she caught her with her elbow, actually.
She swung around, yeah. I mean, there's no intent.
No.
As they say, a basketball move, right?
Basketball move, that's what it was. Minute 32 to go, 4-point lead for Piedmont as they are on top.
Don't forget, watch replay of the girls' games, quarterfinal games from today. Afternoon session games will be Monday night at 7:30. The evening session games Tuesday at 7:30, only on Your View Channel 3.
I'll watch and call you and tell you how you did, all right?
Hey, perfect. I'll watch and call you and tell you how you did. How about that? And then we can FaceTime Kent Dahl while we're at it and say, hey, look at this.
Why'd you let me say that? All right.
Don't know, Kent's the producer in the truck.
The mastermind.
Calling all the shots.
That's right. 4-point lead for Piedmont. They have the basketball. Possession arrow also in their favor.
Anderson working out high with Delaney Crawford. Trying not to let Reagan Crawford even catch the basketball. East Central has 8 fouls. Piedmont just 4 here in the third quarter. So it's going to be a while before East Central shoots. Piedmont probably going to be taking 2 shots the rest of the game after the 9th team foul was picked up there away from the ball. As they call it on Bree Blakely, who is guarding and playing defense all over Reagan Crawford. Did he call a technical?
Oh, I'm not sure, but they've chased all the players down to one end of the floor.
Or did she foul out? No, now they're saying it's still 1-1.
Well, that's kind of what I thought. I didn't know what the excitement was about, and then everybody started retreating the other way. So the reset button again. We got 47 seconds left. Piedmont is shooting, I believe, a 1-1 situation here. Yes, it is. And the possession arrow is in Piedmont's favor. Big free throw.
Reagan Crawford hit the first. She's got 16.
Second free throw.
Hit them both. 6-point lead for Piedmont. 43 seconds to go. Mitchell trying to work high-low, pick and roll with Stone. They get it to her. Long three from the outside, no good. Offensive rebound. Mack gets it, couldn't get it to go. They really could have used that one.
You know, it's a little surprised when Stone caught the ball in the paint that she kicked it back out. I thought she, that didn't necessarily have to have a 3 on that possession. Right now they'll get the clock stopped and an opportunity to shoot some free throws here.
Mack, her first points here in the second half, scores. It's a 5-point game. 25.5 seconds left. And got them both. They're down 4, and Gary Pitts calls a timeout.
25 seconds remaining, 4-point ball game. Piedmont basketball. Possession arrow in their favor. Any fouls committed, automatic 2 shots for the Lady Cats. Think of all the different scenarios that can happen and that you've seen over the years. We've had 3 good basketball games today, Zig.
Yes, we have. Piedmont at 21-4, Steve. Started the year 4-1, won 10 straight. And then they've gone 7-3 in their last 10. They did lose their final regular season game of the year at Ponca City. And then in first round of regionals, they crushed Santa Fe South 100-19. Beat Woodward, beat Eisenhower, and here they are tonight. East Central, meanwhile, they've won 11 of their last 12. And that lone loss was to Coweta in the regionals at Coweta.
Piedmont basketball leading by 4.
Out of bounds after the near steal by Journey Armstead.
She's about 6 feet away from where I'm standing right now, and she had that foot out of bounds as she tried to save it back in.
Anderson gets it into Reagan Crawford. East Central's going to have to foul. Piedmont doesn't have to score. They're just trying to run clock.
Right. 2 free throws here would make it a 6-point lead, 2-possession advantage. That's the thing now that becomes so critical for East Central is the fact that it's an automatic 2 free throws, not the 1 and bonus.
Delaney Crawford missed the first. She's got 15. Hits the second. 5-point game. East Central needs a quick 3. They have 1 timeout left. Armstead threw that one away. And Piedmont's going to run out the clock. That'll do it. Piedmont picks up the win. 51-46. They move on to the state semifinals with the victory led by Reagan Crawford, who had 18. They move on to play tomorrow afternoon at 1:30 against the winner of our next game, Ardmore and Pryor. So Piedmont wins it 51-46. Reagan Crawford had 18, Delaney Crawford 15. And they pick up the big victory. They move to 22-4 on the year. East Central season comes to a close at 17-9. Steve, go ahead.
All right, Eric Carr with us at halftime. You guys looked like, you know, even though you still had the lead, things didn't look great. They looked a little desperate for you. You guys came out and answered the bell.
Yeah, our kids, we just made a lot of plays. Senior, I think Reagan Crawford stepped up and really kind of took over second half for us and really controlled the game for us. We rebounded better. I mean, they're tough, man. They're tough, and so, you know, that's a good win for us. We haven't played in a lot of tough games, close games all year, and for us to be in that situation, handle like we did, was impressive.
I thought Anderson was a big spark for you guys too.
Anderson did, yeah. She brought some energy. She actually went in there and got on the boards a little bit for us, and so she hit a big 3 right there, and so yeah, it was fun.
All right, enjoy the short evening, and we'll see you in the morning.
All right,
sounds good. Eric Carr, the head coach, and then joining us next is our MVP of the game, Ms. Crawford. Congratulations, great job.
Thank you. That was a fun game.
How did you get it done?
I think the first half we did a horrible job rebounding out there, and so in the locker room we just talked about we had to come out and be tougher because they were really just outworking us on the boards. And they still got some rebounds, but I'm so proud our girls worked so hard after that, and we got so many more rebounds, and we were just tougher in the second half. So.
What about the sister love? I mean, Delaney had such a great start, and then you seem to finish it really well.
She's been playing good all year, and we didn't want to stop playing together, so we wanted to go and get those wins so we could keep playing as long as we can.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. Thanks so much.
Good luck rest of the way. All right, Zig, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Appreciate it. We'll be back to wrap this one up. You're watching the Ford Game of the Week on Your View. Piedmont wins it by 5.